Well, nice Saturday morning. Morning, everybody, to Neals Farming and Gaming. No, I still don't got the GoPro. It's still full. I got to get stuff off of it. I got to get a card reader, I guess, now. Thought my old computer would work, but it won't. Anyhow, um, so I'm still using my phone once in a while. No updates much for this week. It's been nothing but rain. I got back in the field on Wednesday, which I did my live stream on, and got 75 or 76 acres done that day. And decided to switch seed because I got chased out of one field on Wednesday morning or afternoon from a thunder shower. There was sticky or heavier soil where we were at, and so got back to helping Jeff work on a pivot. Got back to the shop, pulled into the shop yard just in time for it to start raining, and we got a 6/10 of an inch on Thursday, so we didn't work Thursday afternoon, took the day off. I went shopping, some stuff I hadn't done for quite some time, grocery shop, that kind of stuff. Anyway, so today, Saturday, May 20th. Still, you can see, a little tacky in places out here, but it's sandier ground, so we switched numbers to our bean ground. And the numbers we use on a bean ground is just a double stack, not triple stack, because you're not planting into corn on corn, so you don't have to worry about root room as much. So we're using 4748 here. We really like 4748 decal. It's a really good performer for us. Then again, it should be, right? You're planting into bean ground, so your nitrogen, all that. It's like you got a rotation, so it's a good rotation. But anyway, it's just a little wet, but it's sandy, so I'm not packing up on my wheels and stuff. But we've got to move a pivot out of the way. Imagine that. And I realized, talked about pivots. Dirt farmers talked about pivots, and that's about it. But nobody's ever said much of the whole pivot panel thing. I think I covered it once, but when you have electric pivots like we do, and I worked for a pivot guy, sold pivots for a while, and helped erect the things. But as a general rule of thumb, you walk up to an electric pivot, and I don't care if everything's dry around here, you've never used it, whatever. You always put back your hand on here, just out of habit. I always just do this because if there is something wrong and it's electrified, if you go like that, it'll pull you into it and you can't get away. If you go like this, it'll throw you away. So whenever you see me walk up to a pivot and I go like that, it's just out of habit. Just a tidbit of information. And I like these Zematic panels. They're pretty simple to see, simple to use. I like a valley structure, but I hate their panels. We're pretty much like we're cinematic guys here. We're like Zematics. We have Zematic, Valley. We have some junk Rinkies. I can't stand Rinkies. But anyway, so this one's set on 92%, but this time of year we usually run them at 30% unless we're going to actually water because we now get demand charges. Get demand charge from May to September. So if you run it at 30%, you won't get nailed a demand charge. So anyway, to do that, we need to go in here to percentage, new rate, yes, and we don't want, well, wait a minute, let's go back. We want new speed, rates, you can change it to rate. Rate is how many inches you're putting on. Speed, it correlates. But, so we want to go down, new speed. See, it was going 92, 950. Whoop. Now we're going 1%. That's really slow. And you put on almost 11 inches when you go that slow. But we're going to put it on 30. What that means is 30% of a minute, it runs. And if you use 30, and you got a bunch of fly crap in here, so you can't see nothing through the fly dung. There. I don't know if that made it any better or not. But it's three almost 4/10 of an inch if you run it at 30% if you're running, but we usually run it slower than that. About 18% for 3/4 to 8/10 of an inch when we put on irrigating. Anyway, I want to go go this way because it's against the barricade down there. We want to move back out, which is in a pivot world, clockwise is forward and counterclockwise is reverse. So we're going to go reverse, counterclockwise. Push the button, it should be fine. Sometimes you have to sit the safety override to get it away from the barricade. Most of the time you're fine. And we're going to go OK. And we have it on. Okay, so it's moving. There is the pivot education for the day. Aren't I highly informable? I doubt it. Yeah, most of you probably think, what the hell did he do? How did he do that again? But anyway, it is a little breezy, so hopefully it ain't too bad on the phone in this recording. And 30%, it takes a little while for that to move out. About over there where them houses are out there. That's about where I got to move it out to in order to get around it. But I'll be planted up to that by the time we get there. I like this field. This field's about from down there. I don't know if you can see that little clump of trees down there. Kind of hazy today. Ninja and Keith decided to send me their smoke from their fires up there in Canada. It's been really bad the last couple of days. Matter of fact, Thursday when we got that rain, it was really weird because we had baby visibility about a mile. Next thing you know, you see it's raining because you couldn't even see the thunderclouds, because it was cloudy and more smoky that day. It was a pretty weird day, kind of eerie. But anyway, we're doing no-till here, and you can see the whole bean row here. The bean plant shifted over 15 inches and plant between them. I've showed the planter more than once, I guess. I don't know how many times. I am behind on getting recordings out. I do have some I got to get out and edited, but you can see on our planter we have coulters right behind our row cleaners. Right here's our coulters. So this planter is set up that it will plant no-till, and in our bean ground, does a really good job, especially on this field. This is like the second time I've done no-till on it since I've been back here. This is going on my 7th year of working back here. I worked here once before. Looks like my depth's looking good. Yep, depth's looking good. Got a nice firm seed row, seed bed, what do you want to call it? Yeah, we're putting them to bed. Anyway, you can see we got a few spots out here that are still a little wet, but it's pretty sandy ground, so it's drying out pretty quick. But anyway, works real good to no-till into this, especially like now where it has gotten some rain on it. It's not hard. This is planting really nice. Planting 5 mile an hour right now. Population on this is 33,000, which again, 33,000 seeds per acre. It also kind of gives you sets your bushels also on how many plants you have per acre and that kind of stuff. But right now it's planting 90 in the high 90s, low 90s for my singulation, and it's just planting really nice right now. So I reckon probably ought to get back at it so I can get ahead of the pivot, which that won't be hard at 30%. But anyway, I thought I wanted to give us a little excerpt here. I haven't recorded anything for a couple days, and as you can see, flags are flipping over there, and I'm sure we had some wind blusteries in the mic. Hopefully not too bad. My tractor's a mess. It was nice and clean, but I got rained out the other day. I had to come home and had mud flying everywhere. And with those tanks on there, I don't have fenders on it in front anymore. And boys, they throw the mud. My windows are a mess. But anyway, we got to get it in the ground too, because they're talking next Tuesday through next Sunday. Rain. That's what we need, more rain. That'll be fine. We got some alfalfa planted. I think CJ's going to finish up on that alfalfa today. And I'm working tomorrow. I ain't going to get a Sunday off. I got to get it in the ground. We're on crunch time because by the 28th of May, if you don't have it in by then, day past the 10th of May that you plant corn, you get a 2% loss in potential yield. I'm sure it differentiates in different states, you know, and but it doesn't matter what the number is as far as the maturity length of the corn. So it's nice to have all your corn planted by the 10th. Do we ever get the corn planted by the 10th? No, it seems like we get really close. Some years are worse than others, but we always get a weather event stops us. Usually not as bad as this one has. Not that I'm complaining, because I know I'm sure there's some other guys, you know, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, some of those guys up there, even probably Michigan, you know, they're just barely now getting all their snow that they've had all winter long melted, so they can even get in the fields. And some of those guys are planting longer day corn than what we are. They probably had to shift their programs around all of a sudden, and then, you know, had corn booked last fall. So anyhow, I'm probably about ready to call this a video, but just thought I'd give a little update, show the pivots a little bit more, and let you all know I'm still alive. I did get a live stream out on Wednesday. I'm supposed to live stream tonight, but I doubt I do. I got company this weekend on top of working today and tomorrow. Maybe what I'll do is tomorrow maybe even later this afternoon, I might do a short little live stream or something, because I did one Wednesday night on my phone. It seemed to work okay. So we might do that. But anyhow, without further ado, I guess maybe we ought to call this a little excerpt of the video, and we'll catch everybody on the flip side. And we'll pan around to the scenery around here, what little you can see in the haze. Good old western Nebraska, and boy, is everything green, including the damn weeds. This field wasn't too bad. We got all that snow, and man, we're getting big splotches of thistle showing up on us. And Jeff did get it sprayed the other day right before it rained. But anyhow, we'll catch everybody else on the flip side. Don't forget, keep the rubber side down.